Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are literally putting a cultural juggernaut on trial. We're looking at Napoleon Hill's legendary and, let's be honest, incredibly polarizing book, Think and Grow Rich.
And I'll be stepping in to defend this absolute masterpiece. I'm going to show you exactly why millions of people still swear by its timeless principles today.
Well, I'll be acting as the prosecutor because, honestly, a lot of this feels like overhyped, misleading snake oil. Today, we're weighing the evidence straight from the source. We are going to put Napoleon Hill's actual text under a microscope. I'm going to expose its grandiose, completely unscientific claims and show you exactly why this book can actually be harmful.
Okay, but I'm going to prove that if you really read those very same pages, you'll find some highly effective modern psychological and business practices. It's a total battle of interpretation, and the stakes, well, they're basically our entire understanding of personal success.
So, here is our court docket for today. We'll start with a book on trial, move on to the prosecution's case that it's overhyped and misleading, hear the defense's argument for its timeless success principles, cross-examine the evidence, deliver our closing arguments, and finally, reach the final verdict. All right, let's dive right into Section 1, the book on trial, analyzing the cultural phenomenon. So, remember, this book was born in the 1930s, right in the depths of the Great Depression. It was literally a lifeline for down-on-their-luck people trying to survive the worst financial crisis in American history. But hey, don't just look at the 1930s. Look at who relies on this book right now, today. Damon John, the founder of FUBU and star of Shark Tank. He says he reads it every 2 or 3 years just to keep his drive going. Heavyweight boxing champ Ken Norton actually read the book 100 times while in training, and he credits it entirely for his stunning victory over Muhammad Ali. And Peter Ebdon, the world snooker champion, says it gave him the absolute belief to achieve his lifetime goal. I mean, you can't fake that. That is hard evidence that money simply cannot buy. Okay, let's move to Section 2. Prosecution. Overhyped and misleading. We're attacking the snake oil. Look, all those celebrity testimonials are great and all, but let's actually read the words Hill wrote. He states, in all caps, no less, "When riches begin to come, they come so quickly in such great abundance that one wonders where they have been hiding during all those lean years." Come on, this is the exact undeniable hallmark of a predatory get-rich-quick scheme. It sets these completely unrealistic expectations, promising sudden, effortless wealth to people who might be desperately struggling. It basically replaces actual grounded financial planning with this sheer fantasy of magical abundance. And trust me, it gets much worse. Hill explicitly challenges the popular belief that riches come only to those who work hard and long. He actually tells vulnerable people that they can achieve massive success with just a state of mind and, quote, little or no hard work. Let's be real here. This isn't just a logical fallacy. It is negligent, dangerous advice. It actively discourages the actual grind, the skill building, and the relentless persistence you really need for real achievement. And the science? Oh boy, it's pure delusion. In Chapter 12, Hill literally claims the human brain is a broadcasting and receiving station for thought, sending radio waves out into the ether to reach infinite intelligence. Guys, this isn't science. It is cosmic mumbo-jumbo, clearly designed to make a very basic, flawed self-help philosophy sound profound and spiritual. All right, let's step up to the plate for Section 3, Defense. Timeless Success Principles, the Pragmatic Core. Okay, my colleague over there is taking 1930s language way, way too literally. If you look past the ether and the radio waves, you'll find that Hill practically invented modern corporate management theory decades before any of these buzzwords even existed. I mean, long before LinkedIn was a thing, he was teaching networking through his concept of the mastermind group. He uncannily foreshadowed participatory management. He advocated for the sheer, undeniable power of written goals and visualization techniques. He even outlined specific strategies for navigating what we now call downsizing, a term that wouldn't even become popular for another 50 years. That's visionary. And listen, this isn't just some wish upon a star magic. Hill actually outlined 30 rigorous, major reasons for failure. This list includes very grounded, totally actionable warnings about things like lacking a well-defined purpose, missing out on education, or having poor health habits. He even acknowledges the stuff that's completely out of our control, like unfavorable hereditary backgrounds. Honestly, it's a highly practical, unsparing audit of why businesses and individuals actually fail. It's as real as it gets. Right. Let's get into Section 4, examining the evidence, the cross-examination. Okay, let's talk about this so-called practicality. Hill literally tells his readers to go buy a fine dictionary and cut the word impossible out of it with scissors. It is completely absurd. You cannot edit reality with a pair of office supplies. Oh, come on. It's not about changing the physical dictionary. It's a psychological anchor. It is a brilliant physical exercise designed to shift the mind from a failure consciousness over to a success consciousness. It's an empowerment tool, not a literal denial of reality. Well, what about infinite intelligence? He claims that faith and prayer somehow harness cosmic forces. That is straight up religious snake oil masquerading as legitimate business advice.
Absolutely not. Hill explicitly states his book is not a course on religion and does not interfere with personal beliefs. Infinite intelligence is just a secular metaphor. It's an open framework for tapping into our absolute deepest human intuition and potential, completely free from strict dogma.
Look, you can say whatever you want about his metaphors, but you absolutely cannot deny this ultimate three-step formula: conceive, believe, achieve. It is the definitive framework for absolute self-belief that has demonstrably pushed millions to greatness. Think about it. It has such a massive cultural footprint that it's become one of the most widely used motivational affirmations in human history. It even inspired R. Kelly's massive hit song, I Believe I Can Fly. You just can't argue with that kind of impact. Let's move to Section 5, closing arguments, final statements on the stand. Here's my closing thought. During the Great Depression, when the entire world was facing this terrifying financial abyss that threatened to ruin billions of lives, this book served as a literal lifeline. Pretty much every modern positive mental attitude movement, every seminar, every self-help explainer you see today, they're all just repackaged versions of the wellspring Napoleon Hill created. He gave people hope when there was absolutely none to be found, and it demonstrably works. That makes it a true, undeniable blueprint for prosperity. Look, hope is fine, but Hill treats faith as this chemical state of mind that you supposedly induce by lying to your own subconscious through autosuggestion. Promising vulnerable people riches with no hard work is a deeply dangerous illusion. It tricks people into thinking that simply wanting something badly enough somehow replaces the actual skill building, the risk management, and the grueling day-to-day grind required to actually succeed. And finally, Section 6. The final verdict: the jury is yours. Well, we've seen the promises of effortless wealth and the, let's say, creative pseudoscience of brain radios.
And we've also seen the undeniable millionaire endorsements and his incredibly prophetic modern management advice.
So we're leaving you, the focused learner, with this one final crucial question. Is Think and Grow Rich a necessary blueprint for unlocking human potential? Or is it just a beautifully captivating illusion?
It's time to weigh the evidence. The final verdict is entirely up to you.